Ever see someone walk up to a girl and start a conversation like it's the easiest thing in the world, while you're over here feeling like your heart's about to jump out of your chest? You're not alone. So many of us feel that nervous flutter, that fear of saying the wrong thing. But what if I told you that you could be that smooth, confident person, even if you're shaking inside? Stick around, because today we're breaking down exactly how to talk smoothly to any girl, transforming that inner nervousness into genuine confidence. This isn't about cheesy pickup lines or pretending to be someone you're not. This is about unlocking the authentic, charismatic you. First things first, let's get one major myth out of the way. Confidence isn't the absence of fear, it's acting in spite of it. Even the most outgoing people feel nervous sometimes. The secret is, they've learned how to manage it. So, let's start with your mindset. Before you even think about approaching someone, you need to reframe the situation. Stop thinking of it as a high-stakes performance where you can either pass or fail. See it for what it is, a simple, low-pressure human interaction. You're just two people sharing a moment. She's not a judge, and you're not on trial. The goal isn't to get her number or a date. The goal is simply to have a pleasant conversation. When you take away that pressure, your anxiety levels will naturally drop. So how do you get your body on board with this new mindset? Let's talk about the physical side of confidence. Your body language speaks volumes before you even say a word. Stand up straight, pull your shoulders back and down, and keep your chin up. This isn't just for show. This power pose actually sends signals to your brain that you're confident and in control, which can reduce stress hormones. Make gentle, open eye contact. You don't need to stare, but looking away constantly signals nervousness. A simple, genuine smile is your greatest asset. It's welcoming, friendly, and universally understood. Before you even say hi, a warm smile can completely change the dynamic of the interaction. Practice this in the mirror. It might feel silly, but it builds muscle memory for when you're in the moment. All right, you've got the mindset, you've got the posture, now what do you actually say? The opener is often the hardest part. Forget complicated lines. The best openers are simple, genuine, and relevant to your surroundings. This is called the observational approach. For example, if you're in a coffee shop, you could say, "Wow, that looks amazing. I can never decide what to get here. Is that as good as it looks?" If you're at a park, "Hey, sorry to bother you, but I'm new to the area. Is this trail good for a long walk?" The beauty of this is that it's natural. You're not putting on an act, you're simply commenting on a shared environment, which makes it incredibly easy for her to respond. It takes the pressure off both of you and starts the conversation on a grounded, authentic note. Once the conversation has started, how do you keep it going smoothly? The key is to shift from making statements to asking open-ended questions. Instead of saying, "I like this band," try asking, "What kind of music have you been into lately?" Questions that start with what, how, or why. Invite a more detailed response than a simple yes or no. This turns the conversation into a dialogue, not an interview. And here's the most important part. Actually listen to her answers. Don't just wait for your turn to talk. Pay attention to what she's saying. This shows genuine interest and gives you material for your follow-up questions. If she says she loves hiking, you can ask, "Oh, cool. What's the most beautiful trail you've ever hiked?" This creates a natural flowing conversation where you're both engaged. Let's talk about the #1 conversation killer. The fear of awkward silence. We've all been there. The conversation hits a lull and panic sets in. Here's a pro tip. Don't fear the silence. A brief pause is completely natural in any conversation. It gives both of you a moment to think. If you panic and rush to fill it with anything, it will feel forced. Instead, just take a calm breath, smile, and maybe look around for a new conversational thread. You can even use the observational approach again. This place has a really great vibe, doesn't it? The trick is to stay relaxed. Your calm energy will make her feel calm too. Remember, it's only awkward if you decide it's awkward. Own the pause, and it loses all its power. One of the best ways to connect with someone is through humor and lightheartedness. This doesn't mean you need to be a stand-up comedian. It's more about not taking yourself too seriously. If you stumble over a word, just laugh it off. Say something like, "Whoops, looks like my brain is moving faster than my mouth today." This kind of self-deprecating humor is endearing and makes you seem more human and relatable. It shows that you're comfortable in your own skin, imperfections, and all. When you're relaxed enough to joke about a small mistake, it signals a high level of confidence and puts the other person at ease, making the whole interaction more fun and memorable for both of you. Now, let's talk about the content of the conversation. What do you talk about? The best topics are positive and passion-based. Talk about hobbies, travel, favorite movies, goals, or funny stories. Steer clear of complaining or heavy controversial topics, especially when you're just getting to know someone. The goal is to create a positive emotional experience. When she walks away from the conversation, you want her to feel good. A great technique is to use the Ford method: family, occupation, recreation, and dreams. These are generally safe and interesting areas to explore. Ask about her passions. What's something you're really excited about right now? People light up when they talk about what they love, and that energy is contagious. The most powerful tool for smooth conversation is authenticity. Don't try to be the cool, mysterious guy if you're naturally a warm, goofy person. People are incredibly good at sensing when someone is being fake. Your unique personality, quirks and all, is your greatest strength. Being genuine builds trust and creates a real connection. If you're nervous, it's okay to even acknowledge it in a lighthearted way. Something like, "I'll be honest, I was a little nervous to come say hi, but you have a really friendly smile." This kind of vulnerability can be incredibly charming and disarming. It shows confidence in your own feelings and makes you instantly more relatable. True smoothness comes from being comfortable with who you are. Finally, knowing how to end the conversation is just as important as knowing how to start it. You want to leave on a high note before the conversation has a chance to fizzle out. A great way to do this is to mention that you have to go, even if you don't. It shows you have a life and things to do, which is attractive. Say something like, "Well, it was really great talking to you, but I should probably get going then." If you felt a connection and want to see her again, this is the perfect moment to make your move. Be direct and confident. "I'd love to continue this conversation sometime. Would you be open to grabbing coffee next week?" By making a specific suggestion, you make it easy for her to say yes. And if she says no, no big deal. Smile, say it was great meeting you anyway, and walk away with your head held high. You took a chance, and that's a win in itself. So let's recap the key takeaways. Reframe your mindset to be low pressure. Use confident body language. Start with simple, observational openers. Keep the conversation flowing with open-ended questions and active listening. Embrace the pauses and don't fear silence. Use humor and don't take yourself too seriously. Talk about positive, passion-based topics. Be your authentic self, because that's who she wants to meet. And finally, know how to exit gracefully. Practicing these skills will build real, lasting confidence. It's not about a magic pill. It's about building a new set of habits. Start small. Try making small talk with the barista, then a quick chat with someone in line. Each small success will build your confidence for the next interaction. You've got this. Thank you so much for watching. I hope these tips help you feel more empowered in your social life. Remember, every conversation is an opportunity to practice and grow. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more content on building confidence and communication skills. Drop a comment below and let me know which tip you're going to try first. Until next time, take care and keep connecting.